What is up, you guys? It is your boy MK Valentino back at you with another helpful tutorial, helping you guys out. So today I have a very useful tutorial. It's actually how to open the door in the SU, whatever Suburban. Okay, I forgot the name for a second. You know what? That actually reminds me of this one time that I saw this movie 10 years ago. It had this guy. I don't remember his name, but he had like brown hair, he had brown eyes, and I believe he was wearing pants because I don't remember seeing his dick in the whole movie. Dick's out for Harambe, by the way. But like, I just remember also the other day I had this pizza. But it wasn't like any other normal pizza. See, usually we go to Little Caesar, but this time we actually went to this place that actually was not Little Caesar's. It was actually this place. Well, I don't want to say the name because obvious reasons. But it also reminded me of the letter K. Like, if y'all don't know, the letter K was actually the letter of the day on Sesame Street the other day. On Sesame Street they got Elmo and Big Bird, and they also got that big ugly green dude that always lives in trash cans. I think his name is Ozzy. But also, you know what? Talking about Ozzy, that reminds me of Canada. Have you guys ever heard of this airline called Air Canada? I believe it actually started in Florida. I believe it's an American airline. They usually have airplanes that go in the sky and land at airports, but sometimes they land in your driveway. If you slip the pilot, a $50 tip. You know what? That also reminds me about pilots. This reminds me of that one time that I went to this place called Kohl's. It's a place that sells clothes and all that. They have clothes, they have boxers, they have underwear, they have pants, shorts, shoes, socks. Did I say shoes? They also have hats and sunglasses and earrings, and they have I do believe they have motor oil as well. That motor oil, that kind of reminds me of this one time that I went to this place in New York. I believe it was called Fuck You. Because the thing is about that, so I went to a sandwich shop, and then I asked the guy behind the counter what his problem was and what the name of the place was, and he says, fuck you. So, I was actually really intrigued by that. There was actually a place called Fuck You in New York. That actually reminds me of this one time. I have blue paint on my walls. And blue paint, that's also the same color as the ocean, except the ocean, here in California with all the people shitting and pooping in the water, the ocean is actually now brown. That's racist. Don't talk like that. So you gotta just remember to put those into facts. And also got to remember that on an American keyboard, I believe it's Canadians as well, but then again, you don't know. On an American keyboard, it goes QWERTY. But you also got to remember, in other countries, like in Florida or Maine or Colorado, the keyboards don't even have a Q key because the letter Q is banned there. Because there was one guy who ruined it for them all. Because what he did is he accidentally... Now, don't hold me to this. Whoa. This actually reminds me of this one time. Okay, so I have this Android phone, right? Now, this Android phone is, made by Samlung. It's, some kind of Chinese company. I'm not 100% sure, but, I do know that they make Android phones. They don't make iOS phones. Speaking of iOS phones, iOS phones are actually made by a company called Apple. Now, a big misconception is that it's pronounced Apple, but nobody has ever seen it pronounced right. So it's actually pronounced Apple. So you gotta remember putting that into facts, with American slang and Canadian slang, so it gets lost in translation, but you also don't realize that in Cambodia, okay, there is a bunch of Cambodian people that live there. Big shocker, right? I know. So, putting that into fact, you gotta remember, on a PC such as Windows 10 or Windows 8, there's no App Store. You can't just buy apps. You gotta get a sledgehammer. And what you want to do is that sledgehammer. You know what? This reminds me of this one time where I was filling up my car with gasoline, and then I realized I was actually using chocolate milk. The thing is about chocolate milk, did you know it actually does not come from cows? Chocolate milk does not come... Well, the milk part does, but the chocolate part does not come from cows. The chocolate... You know what? Oh my god, this reminds me of that one time, though, that I went to this place in Las Vegas that has, all this candy. I believe it was like M&M's World or something, where like literally the whole building is made out of chocolate. The whole building is made out of chocolate. But you know, speaking of buildings, there's this one game called Ark that I've actually been playing a lot lately, where you like gather like materials and you build shit. And I've been working on this one place, you know, made out of building. Like I've been building a building made out of a building. But then that reminds me of this one time, like I have this cousin named Bill. Now, Bill is... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bill, that's just like Dollar Bill. Kind of like that cheap store called Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? Dollar General. They're a store over here. I don't know if they're over there in California, but they're over here in Los Angeles. What they do, they have like a lot of stuff for like cheap. They sell a lot of stuff cheap. Like they got motor oil, they got tires, they got floors, ceilings, walls, windows. I believe they have Hershey bars, Payday bars, they have Reese's bars, they have Kit Kat bars. They have like shirts for men, women, females, and males. They also have I believe don't hold me to this, but I do believe they have unisex Pepsi. You know, Pepsi, that reminds me of this thing. You know how Pepsi's a soda? Well, did you know that, like, I have to take a shit right now? Now, the reason I have to take a shit is because I believe I went to a buffet earlier, you know, about, like, last year, and I had about 84 pounds of food like a typical American. But you also got to put into fact, when you eat that much food, it takes about 4 years to process. Now, it hasn't been 4 years. You know, speaking about years, that reminds me of this one time in middle school where my teacher said, Joseph, stop flicking boogers at me or I'm going to kick your ass. Now, when you say ass, I think she was talking about my pet donkey. Now, I don't actually have a pet donkey. I actually don't even have an animal at all. You know, this reminds me, you know how they have those Apple stickers, like when they give you, or like when you buy a new Apple product, there's Apple stickers in the box? You know, that reminds me, you know, of the color blue. Now, the color blue, like I believe I've talked about earlier, it's also like underneath, like if you would remove concrete like from underneath your house, you'd see blue. Now, why is there blue? So, I contacted my doctor and asked him, why do I have blue balls? So, you know, you gotta remember putting that into fact. Putting that into fact, inside of a house, okay, there's electrical wires. Now, if you, like, break down your drywall with a sledgehammer and touch those wires, you're gonna get electrocuted, okay? And getting electrocuted, you know, is not fun. You know, I've done it before because... Okay, let me tell you about that story where I got electrocuted. So, I was going down this one place, I believe it was called, whoa. You know that one New Edition song that goes, Can You Stand the Rain? Well, that song was released in, like, the 80s. But you also gotta remember, there's one rapper named Tyga. Now, Tyga, he was born in California, okay, and he's dating somebody named Kylie Jenner, and she drives a Mercedes. Now, the thing is about Mercedes, okay, is that they have tires and wheels, unlike certain American cars. You know, the thing is about cars is they're not the same as airplanes. I know that might be mind-blowing to you, but you also got to put into fact that when you go underneath a sewer, okay, there's going to be a lot of sewer rats and the big guy holding balloons, popping them left and right, green left, blue up, down, left, right. But you also got to remember the party clowns, okay? The party clowns now, they don't know what they're doing, okay? Because Michael, and I believe his name was Yoo-Hoo, he was drinking a Yoo-Hoo, okay? And when you drink Yoo-Hoos, you got to put into fact that 1 + 1 = triangle, and triangle is like this, what do you call the button on the PS4 controller. So when you put that all into fact, like put that in a blender, put it on high for like about 5-10 minutes, and then take it out of the oven, and then you have a nice baked ziti. Okay? So you gotta remember that, putting that into fact, okay? And thanks for watching, you guys. I believe that's it. So thanks for watching, you guys, and peace out. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I was making this stupid ass motherfucking story. Okay, so the tutorial we were doing today is how to pick up a... Wait, no, I think... Oh, right. It was how to open a door. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to make sure you're on the Xbox One. Okay, because this only works on the Xbox One. I've tried this on PC, and I got banned. So you want to make sure that you do not go online with this. If you go online with this, Rockstar has alien microwave beams that are beaming down at your house that will detect if you're doing this. So remember, do not do this in online, only do it in story mode. And you can only do this as Franklin, because if you do it as Trevor or Michael, that's just bad news, because you got to remember they wear blue jackets, and blue jackets are part of like a fire hazard, so you might catch your house on fire if you use them, because you know fire trucks, they go vroom. But you got to also remember, you know, Michael Carbonaro, I believe that's a guy that has a show on True TV, you know, along with Impractical Jokers and all that. But enough about that. So pretty much you want to be as Franklin. But like I said, if you want to try Michael or Trevor, you could do that at your own risk. So what you want to do is go ahead and go outside of here. Now, this is Suburban. It is a store in Blaine County. Okay. Ooh, my quality going bad. Okay. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you go in front of the door like this. Okay. Now there's a button that kind of looks like a tiny micro penis on the X pad. So what you want to do, you want to put your thumb on it. Okay. Once you put your thumb on it, you want to hold it there. Okay. And then you're also going to see something that says A. Now you want to press those both at the same time. There you go. We have now just walked in. Now you're probably wondering, well, Valentino, how the hell do I get out of here now? You fucking asshole, cocksucker, motherfucker, piece of shit, piece of dumb fuck, cock, anything. You're gonna call me a bunch of names in the world. So what you want to do is actually, you know what? I'm gonna save that for another video. I'm going to do that in another video, help you guys out, but I hope this tutorial really helped you guys out. I hope you guys like it, and I think that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and peace out.